hair is a frizz mess, but we're just gonna go for it because I got a very exciting package in the mail from Too Faced. They never sent me their new collections, but they sent me one that was rather interesting. I got the new Cosmic Crush collection. I think this is all of it that is in the collection. Not available now. Honestly, I don't know when. As of the time that I'm filming this, I'm in Spain editing this, so I filmed this a few days ago, but I am here to announce the collection is available if you want. I'll have the links down below. But it is on the website if you want to take a look at the details. So we're going to get into it because it looks fun. I find it interesting that this came out at the same time, around the same time as the ABH, which was Cosmos, galactic kind of themed, and so was this one. So what we doing here? I'm not complaining though. I love the style of like galactic collection. So in the collection, we have the Cosmic Crush eyeshadow palette. You know, I'm pretty hit or miss with Too Faced palettes, so fingers crossed that it's good. These I was not excited about, and then I read the description of the Moon Crush Out of This World highlighters. So I have 2 of those, and then this one I have had so many of these and then decluttered them and then added them back. I have a new lip injection, but this one is glittery. So we're going to take a look at all of that. We're going to first start off by putting on this lip injection because I need to know, okay? So come close. So when this is available, it's going to be $33. And basically, it's the same formula, but it has limited edition sparkles. So take a close look. How stunning is that? So you have the pink glittery cap. And then in the lip gloss, oh, look at all of that goodness. Let's swatch it on the back of the hand just to see. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're just going to put it on now and let it set on the lips. I had nothing on, clearly. It has the same smell. And it's not as glittery as I thought. You know how glittery it looks in here? I'm not getting that on the lips, but it feels like the lip plumper, lip injection. So if you like the lip injection, this might be fun, but the glitters are not as glittery as I thought they were going to, but the packaging and everything is really fun. So if you just want something fun, you might enjoy that, but definitely not a must-have. Let's pop straight into the most exciting part of this collection. Oh, my lips are burning off, it feels like. This is the Cosmic Crush palette, and they're saying it's an out-of-the-world eyeshadow palette. 16 rich, multi-dimensional pigmented shadows that range from futuristic metallics and shimmers to modern mattes. And then here is the packaging. Bulk made in the USA, assembled in the Dominican Republic, 12-month shelf life. That's what it says back here. And this is going to be $52. So it's been a minute since I've picked up a Too Faced palette like this. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it was like this in the previous palettes for this type. It's cardboard packaging. And then it has this little dip in, which I think is nice because then the mirror fills it. But here are the eyeshadows. This isn't their first style like this that they're launching. And you have a lot of great staple colors, but it is that typical Too Faced, you know, purple pops, neutral shades. But I like how they organized it by color family. I think if you're not great with creating looks, this makes it very easy. Neutral look, pinky look, neutral look, brown. The purples kind of create a look here. So the way that they laid it out makes a lot of sense. I actually really, really like that. Let's go ahead and swatch it. My lips are burning. So we're going to do this first quad over here. This is Cosmic Crush. Hopefully it's nice because it's the name of the palette. I mean, this is the classic neutral lovers look. So we have Milky Way. Oh, I did not clean the gloss off my hand. Hold on. Milky Way is a matte cream. Cosmic Crush is a light gold metallic sparkle. Twinkle Twinkle, sparkling brown gold. And then Big Bang is a medium brown matte. Into the next quad we go. This shade looks gorge. Out of This World is a mauve matte. Not a very out of this world shade. Interesting name choice there for a matte mauve. Starlight, shimmering pinky peach. Moonglow, silver metallic. Orbit, dirty peach matte. Pretty light, close to my skin tone. Getting into the purples now. So Superstar, a brown matte. I just put that over the matte peach shade on accident because I didn't even see it. So it's a little bit more pigmented than that. And interesting, Frost in Space is giving me nothing. Really, it just is giving a little shift of shimmer. Ultraviolet is a purple metallic. To Space, I like that name, a matte muted lavender. And then let's pop into these final 4 darker smoky shades. Ooh, look at that. A mauve taupe matte. Okay, let's see this one, Hypernova. A blue multicolored shimmer. Wow, those shimmers look great. A black matte with multicolor shimmer, okay, and then gray matte with silver shimmer. So this is the palette. I mean, it's safe, as Too Faced likes to do, I would say that. A couple of shades that I'm raising an eyebrow at that I don't love, but we'll see. I mean, I can tell you now, I'm definitely going to prefer the Cosmos palette from ABH. The colors are just more fun and unique. Too Faced always plays it safe, as they have for the last, 7-8 years. But let's put her on the eyes. So in terms of looks, I want to do 2 separate ones since there's different directions that the shades are going. I definitely want to use this shade because it felt horrible. So I think what I'm going to do is start off with Out of This World first, right here. And I'm going to pop this in the crease. So far, so good. It's doing exactly what it needs to do. A very simple, easy to use matte. Okay. Fab. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to use this BK Beauty 201 brush. And I'm going into Too Faced. Phenomenal name. And I want to see if this one is more bright. And it is. I was just testing because these 2 colors look quite close to one another. So I wanted to make sure they look different. Ugh, I hate when this happens. When I do multiple looks in one day, I get all the ooey gooeys in my tear duct. That passes the test. They both are different enough. So I don't need to talk some trash. I will say this palette would have benefited from a dark purple. The mattes are very basic and quite light. So this right here is the darkest matte other than this gray shade. Plum would have been phenomenal. Now brown does go with purple. And this actually has a little bit more pigment than I was expecting, but one matte purple or a navy or something, I felt like that would have been very fitting, especially with the color of the packaging. But Too Faced likes to keep it neutral, don't they? Okay, that's nice. That blended out good. No complaints. Okay, I'm just gonna go in for the gusto of the shade that I was like, what is this? Why is it not swatching? Frost in Space, and I'm getting in there. It has a little bit of a shimmer on the eyelid, but it is lacking and it is underwhelming. You see that? I'm not as into that. Kind of a dud. We're gonna go with that's a dud. So now I'm going to try Ultraviolet, which Too Faced I feel like always has a color like this in their collections. And you know what? It's consistently bad, this shade. And in this palette, actually, not half bad. That stuck to my lids, not falling off, holding opacity. I did it this time. We have this 10 times over already in all of our Too Faced palettes, but this is a nice formulation. I'm going back in with a little bit of brown, just redefine that area. And I'm gonna go over this Frost in Space color because it's doing a whole lot of nothing really. And I want to try Starlight since it's like a light pink. Yeah, that's so much better. And this is a little messy, this particular shade. There's a little bit of fallout. It's one of those. So it could benefit from a glitter glue. Not my favorite formula, but it did add some dimension to the eyelid. For funsies, we're going to try Total Eclipse and see how this looks as an eyeliner. A little bit of fallout and it is losing the shimmers. But Too Faced has always done this formula where it's matte, but they have little glimmers in there. They've been doing it for years and years and years. And if you really build it up, you can get the glitters, but for the most part, it's not really there in this look. And then I'll clean this up with a wipe to sharpen the wing, because I did not do a good job. And then to finish off, I'm going to take Milky Way, which is this light cream shade, which I love that this is in here. Fantastic. We're going to use our makeup wipe, clean this up, and I'm quickly going to put on some concealer. Okay, let's get into lower lash line business. I'm starting off with Out of This World. I'm not doing anything revolutionary here. We are sticking to the same colors. And then I'm going to go into Too Faced. I like how this brings little bit of brightness and lavender. And then I guess we finish off with Superstar. Yeah, I definitely need to bring some of that purple down. I feel like I've done this like a billion times with Too Faced palettes. Truly nothing special, huh? Ultraviolet. It's like, you know what I'm thinking? The quality of this so far is fine. For 50 whatever dollars, like save 20 extra bucks and buy Natasha Denona. Formula of this is fine, but I love my Natasha Denona. Okay, let me get this eye started. Right, I don't think I'll get to all the colors today, but let's do something smoky. Why did I choose to put concealer on when I did the smoky eye? I should not have done that, but I want to kind of stay in this squad now because this is where quality can go very bad. So we're going to start off with Interstellar, which is kind of a grayish shade, and we're going to blend this out. The mattes are working out great in this palette. Lovely. And then let's do a Blast Off next, which is this dark gray color. And I'm going to put this on the outer half of the eyelid. Then we want to run that along the lower lash line as well. Outer half once again. I'm going to take the first brush that I used and blend her. I actually forgot. I want to use some of Interstellar on the whole lower lash line since we're going a little smoky. That was very easy to create, like a simple smoky eye like this. Let's use some of Hypernova. This is a shade that I definitely should have not done my face makeup first because it's going to have a lot of fallout probably, just knowing Too Faced formula. So I'm going to tilt my head back and press it on to minimize fallout because as I'm tapping it in the pan, fallout central. Ooh, I like this shade and this is giving Cosmic Crush to me. If I didn't need to test more shades, this would go all over my eyelid. Love that shade. Let's try Cosmic Crush since this is the name of the palette. Ooh, that actually is much prettier on the eyelid than it is by swatch. It's giving a lot more. Very nice. I like that. I am going to bring some more of Hypernova though, just because I'm really vibing with it. Bringing it a little closer to the inner corner now that I've seen what Cosmic Crush looks like. I love this shade. Oh my goodness. Yay. And then I'm actually going to take Cosmic Crush and I'm putting that on the lower lash line, first half. Amazing. Okay, I mean, I didn't really have any bad experiences with this palette. Let me pop on some lashes. Okay, so I noticed now that the lip injection has seeped into my lips, there's not even any glitter residue or anything, so that might be a good thing or a bad thing for you. But I wanted to move into these Moon Crush Out of This World highlighters. So these I was uninterested in, and then I read the description. So these are going to be kind of expensive, $36 for a single highlighter. There are 2 different shades to complement a wider range of skin tones, and it says, get the glossiness of a liquid with the ease of powder. So it's supposed to be a futuristic formula that delivers pure ultra sheer luminance with no background color to dim your light, and that's what I love when a highlighter doesn't have like a base color. Here is what the box looks like that it's going to come in. It's going to give that glossy glow apparently. 7 grams of product, and the packaging is really cute. It's like a matte iridescence finish, 12 months shelf life, made in Italy. Italy does a good highlight, so that's exciting. So there are 2 different shades. We have Shooting Star, which is the lighter one, and then Summer Moon, which is the deeper one. I don't think that Summer Moon, the deeper one, is going to work for me, so I'm not going to swatch it so that I can give it to somebody who it will look good on. Let's take a look at this. Feels really creamy. Oof. Oh. Okay, we just gotta put it on. I'm using an old Morphe brush that's no longer available. Feels silky, silkity-dilkity smooth. Ooh, I like this. This might be my favorite thing in the collection. It does have no base color, like it claims, and it does seep right into the skin. The only negative, a highlight does emphasize texture, right? That's the nature of the product, but this is emphasizing texture a little more than some of my favorite highlighters. But regardless, this is stunning. The way that it blends into the skin is really seamless. This is a beautiful highlighter. Definitely might argue this is my favorite part of the collection, even over the palette. We're going to also pop some of that in the inner corner. Yeah, I'm happy I only am swatching this shade because this is the best color match for me. That is gorgeous. Okay, give me a minute. Let me collect my thoughts. La da da da, do I look like a cosmic crush? What do you think? Honestly, I'm pretty into the looks. I think they're fun for Too Faced, you know. Too Faced is the most crazy or fun gal. You know how I feel about Too Faced? Like, Too Faced has such a fun, pretty vibe, but then they launched boring things. I don't know, they put so much emphasis on the packaging, and then I just feel like the product always falls a little bit safe, or very safe for that matter. But here are my thoughts. So the first thing we tried was the lip injection. Nothing super special or different compared to the original. It's fun packaging if you are a lip injection fan, but I feel like there are so many occasions where you can get this on sale, and the clear one ends up looking the same anyway, so I would stick with that. The Cosmic Crush eyeshadow palette, I mean, it's a good rendition for Too Faced. I didn't have any issues other than this shade. Frost in Space was kind of the only dud that I dealt with. A very safe palette though, nothing too terribly unique, but still nice quality. I'd save a little extra money and get something like Natasha Denona. I prefer the ABH Cosmos palettes, but I don't have anything bad to say about this palette. I think if you like this color story, you like Too Faced, I think you're going to like this. Doesn't really have a scent to it. Maybe a little bit fruity as I get it really close to my nose, but it's like a solid 7 out of 10 would be my rankings. I would say probably the one I'm most excited about are these Moon Crush highlighters. I think they are a beautiful formula. It still is just a highlight, you know, it just adds a little bit of glow that you can get with a lot of other products, but I actually really like this highlighter. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how much I continue using it throughout the month to really be able to tell if this is something that is going to be a staple in my collection, but first impressions, I'm very much enjoying this. Expensive, it is made in Italy, but the quality shows for that, in my opinion. I always hold out for Too Faced because I loved them for so many years, especially with the eyeshadow palette. And this one, it's like, it's good, but it's not great. And that's all I have to say about that. It's a fun collection. I enjoyed what they did. I had fun playing today. So let me know your thoughts below about this collection. Are you planning on picking it up? I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.